Good morning. Good morning, all my fellow subscribers, all my fellow viewers on the YouTube channel. Good morning, everybody. I am from Nigeria. I am from Nigeria. We are in the morning now, early in the morning. This is 1:20 a.m. Nigeria time. So I'm saying hi to everybody all over the world. This is Master BCM TV on YouTube. This is a channel where you can enjoy watching, learning, assimilating how to sharpen clipper blade. This is a channel whereby you can learn everything pertaining to the super hard manual sharpening stone. This is a channel where you can learn how to identify original super hard manual sharpening stone. This is a channel where you can learn how to sharpen the surface of your super hard manual sharpening stone for easiest sharpening of different type of clipper blade. This is a channel where you can know much, everything pertaining to the super hard manual sharpening stone, different types, varieties of stones, their usefulness, how you know the difference between the stones, which stone is good for sharpening of clipper blade, which stone is good for special stone, which stone is good for biscuit bone or catalyst. All these things you are going to meet. And the Master BCM TV YouTube channel. So I'm saying good morning to everybody all over the world. I'm saying good morning to everybody all over the world. The moment you are joining me on the classroom, please, I'm begging you in the name of Almighty God, help me share this video out. Help me share this video, this live stream, help me share it out so that many people can enjoy. Many barbers, stylists, proprietors, barber engineer, everybody that having or bought their own clipper blade by themselves, their own clipper, having their own stone by themselves, you can be able to gain on how to maintain their stone. Our topic for today is how to detect ill-centered error on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. Yeah, this tutorial is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah. You know, I used to say it, before you can call yourself a professional barber, a professional stylist, a professional barber engineer who knows much about sharpening of different type of clipper blade, using the super hard manual sharpening stone, this one is manual. Using electric clipper blade sharpening machine. Yeah. But now, today we are dealing with a super hard manual sharpening stone. The topic again is how to detect ill-centered HILL hyphen CENTERED ill-centered error ERROR ill-centered error on the surface of your stone. Yeah. You know, I said it the other time in the other tutorials that before you can be able to sharpen your clipper blade very well, before you can be able to maintain the standard, so that with your stones, you can be able to sharpen any type of clipper blade, either for human beings, either for animals. Yeah, different type of clipper blades so far in this world. You must be able to deal with them properly. You must be able to sharpen them properly so that at the end of the day, there will be no error. If you want to sharpen 10 sets of clipper blade, when you sharpen them finish, everything have to be okay. Everything have to be okay. Yeah. After testing number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, up to 10, all have to work fine, which means you are a real professional in sharpening of the clipper blade using the super hard manual sharpening stone. I bet let me put on the fan. The heat is generating little by little. Let me put on the fan. The heat is generating little by little. Yeah, I'm back again. So once again, this is Master BCM TV on YouTube channel. If you are joining me in the studio or in the classroom, the moment you enter, please help me be sharing this video out. Help me share this video out to different type of groups. Help me share this video out to your friends, barber friends, stylist friend, proprietor's friend, barber engineer, the whole public. Let me share it out so that many people can enjoy the tutorial I want to give out this morning. Very, very interesting. And this is a common error. This is a common error, E-centered error. E-centered error on the surface of the stone. This ill-centered is very, very common. And when this thing arises, many barbers don't know. Many barber engineer doesn't know. Because when they buy the stone new, they are using it, or somebody sells it for them, help them to sharpen the surface, to smoothen the surface. They are using, or they know about themselves using it. Yeah, if you don't know how to control your tongue, if you don't know the right place to place your blade, how to make your movement to and fro, you may result into bad position. And the moment you are result into bad position, you develop this kind of error. And the moment you develop this kind of error, you discover that when you are sharpening your clipper blade, the center will not work. The center of the blade will not work at all. Only the two sides will be touching. Only the two sides have the guarantee to work. But the center of the blade will not work at all. And I will prove it to you theoretically, practically, with explanation. And you know the way I used to do. I will explain everything to details before we go into the workshop. Yeah. Before we go once again, if you have been watching my program, you have been watching my channels, watching my videos, you don't know how to subscribe so that you'll be getting the new videos. The moment the new video is coming out, you are going to be the number one to be seeing it. Or you are a new viewer. You are a new viewer. Just this one is the first you are watching my channel. The best and the only thing you can do to maintain this channel so that you will not lose the channel because of the good, valuable tutorials I'm giving out. The best thing to do is to subscribe. And many people used to call me, they don't know how to subscribe. And they don't know how to subscribe. They want to subscribe to my channel. They've been watching the channel since. Some are lucky ones, good ones. They will say, newly they see it. So let us do it now so that I will show you how to subscribe to Master BCM TV channel. Because if you watch my program, you watch my tutorial, and you did not subscribe, you may later be blaming yourself. You may later be blaming yourself because the next you want to enter into the channel and you have forgotten the name. The problem will shoot out. That is why it's good to subscribe and press the notification button. If I thought you forget the name, the moment the new video is coming out, it's going to enter your channel. And you are going to see it. You are going to be among the number one to be seeing the video, live stream, shorts. Even when they comment, reply to comment, etc., etc., you are going to be the number one to be seen on. Now watch this video very well. Look down by the right hand side. Down part of this video you are watching, you will see where they write SUBSCRYBE. Subscribe. Use your finger just to press it a little. It will not change to subscribe. SUBSCRIBED. D will end it, then with notification bell. You press that notification bell. It will not change to the 3 bell option. Arrange from all come down. The one at the topmost, painted white or black in some phones. They write ALL beside it. You just press it. When you press it, which means you have taken in the notification, that is an alert. The moment the new videos are coming out, the moment I'm online, the moment I'm sending uploading shorts into the YouTube channel, people comment, replying to comment, etc., etc., you are going to be the number one to be seen the video, to be seen everything all. That is one advantage that is there. Secondly, is that this thing is free of charge. YouTube will not charge you for any amount. For subscribe, for pressing notification is free of charge. You only get the advantage for seeing new videos. And secondly, important be say, the moment you subscribe to this channel, you have gotten the full access, complete access to go back to the main channel to see all the videos are produced under this channel. Yeah, then you have the access to watch all from A to Z. You see it's because of that subscribe, you have subscribed, and the notification button you have pressed. So you can go back, you watch different type of the video. There's no old video on my channel. No old videos. No one you will watch that will never gain. You must have to gain. So there's no old videos there. Because it is the current thing happening in the sharpening studio. You are going to meet there. You can't escape it when you want to sharpen. When you are learning, you can't escape them. So there's no old videos there, all are new ones. Only say the time I produced there, it has been a long, some are yesterday, this was yesterday, and so on and so forth like that. So our lesson for today is how to detect. Let me show you very well before we go to the studio. How to detect heel-centered error on the surface of your stone. Let me spell it out for you. Heel-centered, HILL, CENTERED, heel-centered error, ERROR, heel-centered error on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. What do I mean by this heel-centered error? How do you come to across it on your stone? How do you manage to get it on the stone? What are the things you do? How do you sharpen your clipper blade to make your stone surface to form heel-centered error? Those are the things you may likely to ask yourself. So I'm asking you, I'm asking myself now, how do I manage to be sharpening my clipper blade and later my stone, the surface of my stone form heel-centered error on the surface? How do I manage to get it? Then how can you test? With instrument, with sharpening, how can you test to know that the surface of your stone has developed heel-centered error on the inner surface of the sharpening stone? Then when you have tested, you have confirmed it, how many ways can you take to confirm it to be sure that this one is heel-centered error? Let us be following this thing one by one. Then after you have detected it, how can you clear the error so that the error will not be there again? That is why I used to tell you, all my viewers, all my listeners, all the learners, even with the professionals, if you only base on say you want to learn sharpening of clipper blade, you only want to be sharpening without know anything about the stone, about the sharpening of the clipper blade, you may get it right initially. You may get it right with sharpening clipper blade. Some people can teach you straightforward to be sharpening. They give you original stone, they help you sharpen it, they help you smoothing the surface of the stone, they tested it in your present, they ask you to they teach you, you know how to sharpen. It can't last you more than a month, I'm telling you sincerely. Those people that have tried it really understand what I'm trying to fashion out. Those who have tried it, they know it can't last you more than a month unless you are sharpening at interval. Maybe you sharpen one clipper blade today, in a week time you sharpen another. But if you want to sharpen like 30 different types of clipper blade, 40 different types of clipper blade in a day, for this new stone you are given and they teach you newly, you are sharpening it. You sharpen the first time, you sharpen about 30 sets of clipper blades, second day 40 sets of clipper blades, third day 50 sets of clipper blades. You continue like that. The stone surface cannot last you more than a month before the hair will come out. Know how you are, know how. I'm a real professional. If you don't know anything pertaining to it, they just teach you and you know it how to sharpen. They give you original stone and they taught you, they directed you how you're going to position your tongue, how you're going to activate the surface of your stone, how are you going to be calculating things, and you got it right that very moment. You continue sharpening the clipper blade. First day, second day, third day, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It can't last you more than a month before the hair will come out from the surface of your stone, unless you are sharpening only one clipper blade a day. The more or the many or the plenty type of clipper blade you are sharpening on the surface of the stone, the more the surface of your stone is going little by little. The effectiveness, the strongness, the power of the surface you are using to sharpen the inner surface of the clipper blade, upper and the bottom one, little by little, the power, the strongness of the surface, the sharpening of the surface will be reducing little by little, little by little, little by little. You won't know. You won't know. You continue doing it. Before a month, problem has to shoot out. And once the problem shoot out, we have different errors on the surface of the stone. That stone you use to form, depending on the way you control your tongue. Depending on the way you position your stone down. As you can see it. So when that error comes out, you now discover that you sharpening 30 sets of clipper blade in a day without error. Assuming without error. Assuming. ASSUMING. Assuming there's no error. You sharpen everything correctly. Everything ready. You just tested it to work fine. You just discover around that a month, you sharpen clipper blade, everything fail. You sharpen number one, you sharpen number two, as you used to do. Let me sharpen every step before I test. You sharpen number one, you sharpen number two, number three, set, number four, set, number five, number six, number seven, number eight, number nine, number 10. After the sharpening now, you clean your stone, you arrange it properly. You now be testing one by one. First one, 0. Second one, 0. Third one, fail. The whole set of clipper blade you have been sharpening correctly before, everything was not sharpened fine. The problem has come. It is from there the confusion will come. If care is not taken, the way you used to position your tongue for correct sharpening, you will lose it too. Because when you try it that normal way you used to use, the normal way you are using before, your mind will still tell you, say, as this one's on, let me change my finger. Let me change my tongue. That is how you systematically, unknowingly lose the normal position you used to place your tongue. Those are the things that used to happen. And the moment you lose that, the place you place how you supposed to place your top of the blade, that's another problem again. If you are lucky, you get another person to smoothen the surface for you. If you resharpen again, error will still come because you have loosened where you used to place your tongue on the blade through the confusion of the surface of the stone that gave you the problem. You see it? That is why I used to advise, if you want to sharpen clipper blade, you must find somebody who know everything about the stone, who will be giving you different tutorials pertaining to the stone. When you are using the stone newly, you'll be enjoying the work. But the moment the trouble is shooting out, and you don't have somebody to control you, to direct you, to help you out of the problem, it may be the final. You won't be able to sharpen clipper blade again. That is why you see many barbers, barber engineer, stylist, proprietor, or my fellow friends. he or she. They will tell you say, before I used to sharp, even I've sharpened like 6 months before, but now I don't get good stone. There's no good stone. All these stones they are producing are fake. I only allow me just to use it like 3-4 months before the surface is done. Nobody to sharpen the I don't know what is the problem. You can't sharpen the clipper blade again. That is why the confusion will come. But when you go to somebody who know much, who have full experience about the sharpening of different type of clipper blade professionally, logically, technically, strategically, okay. Then that person also still know much about the stone, the type of stones he or she understand it, how you can smoothen the surface, he or she understand it, how you can activate the surface of your stone, he or she understand it. Then how can you maintain the level of your the surface of your stone so that the level that they have given it to you or you bought it in that way, you maintain that level past 10 years. The level will still be there. You'll be sharpening clipper blade every day, different time. You will not lose the level of the stone surface. The effectiveness, the power, the rate of the way the surface is chopping the iron, you won't lose it. But if you don't have somebody to control you, you do it for little time, you get it right. After little time now, nobody again. You won't be able to sharpen clipper blade again. So please, as you enter one by one, in the name of Almighty God, help me share this video out. Let people enter. Let many people enter for us to enjoy this program very well. I want to bail many people, barbers, stylists, proprietor, barber engineer, the public. I want to bail many people out of this problem. Many people are facing challenges pertaining to the stone. In a city, in a town, in a village, when you have like 1,000 barber shop, go and count them one by one. Say it's 1,000 barber shop in your area. Go and ask them one by one. How many people know everything about the stone and the sharpening? They may not be more than 5 out of 1,000. They may not be more than 5 who knows it very well, who know everything pertaining to the stone and the sharpening. Out of 1,000 barber shop, about 4, 3, 2, no, 2 is too small, 3, 4, 5. You can find them as an expert, real professional. When you talk about the stone, they understand everything, and they can do it for you practically, theoretically, and explanatory. But when you talk about sharpening of the clipper blade, they can give you directive. If you follow it, you are going to sharpen clipper blade. If you have error, they will say, how do you position your thought? Say that do it in this way, do it in this way. When you follow it, you get everything right. Only you can see up to 5 out of 1,000 barber shop. That is where the problem comes. So, but now if you can be watching my program, that is why I'm telling you that not based on just to sharp. They may teach you under 1 week and you know it's right. But once you fail forever. Once you lose that standard, you may not come back to it again. But when you know everything pertaining to the sharpening, all the secrets behind the sharpening, how you can position your blade, the ways you can position your blade, how you can activate the surface of your stone, how you can place your thumb, how you can make your movement, how you can make your pressure on the blade. When you have error, how can you correct it? When also error comes, where are you going to start your sharpening? When somebody has sharpened the clipper blade before wrongly, the clipper blade they brought to you, somebody has sharpened it before, and they show you, say somebody has sharpened this clipper blade, you were unable to sharpen it before, it's not working. Or they did not tell you, you must be able to watch to examine the inner surface of the clipper blade brought to you. You must be able to know whether the clipper blade has been sharpened wrongly or rightly. If it's sharpened wrongly, how can you test where the error is on the blade and make it not to work? You're supposed to test which side is working fine, which side is not working fine. If I thought the whole mouth is not working fine, is it forming the fish mouth? We have another problem in sharpening of the clipper, that the 2 clipper blade will not attach in the mouth. They will not close in the mouth. They will just open this way. It will open mouth down. And once the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade open mouth down, we call it fish mouth error. In sharpening of the clipper blade, it can never cut. It can never cut. I'm telling you sincerely, I'll be tutorial on that one. It can never cut. So when you see blade, you're supposed to know how to test. You're supposed to know how to handle your blade. You're supposed to know how to discover how do this person place his or her thumb on the back of the blade to give this kind of error. Then the error I shoot out now. How can you systematically, logically, technically, strategically, professionally to correct that error without spoiling the blade, without chopping too much excessive in the inner surface of the upper or the upper and the bottom clipper blade? Many people know how to sharpen clipper blade, but when they sharpen new clipper blade one time, it will be like say they have sharpened it almost about 50 times. They will just chop all. Before 3 times, the blade is finished. And that person will be telling you he know much about the sharpening of the clipper blade. So learn it from somebody who knows it very well. Somebody who will explain everything for you. You understand it when you understand what you want to do. If you are doing it, you're supposed to know the road to follow. If mistake come, you must get a steering to control you back. That is what I call pattern. My own work has pattern. The way I sharpen clipper blade has pattern. The way I sharpen my stones, maintain my stone has pattern. The moment I'm getting out of the road, that pattern will draw me back without needing to help from anybody. Because I've get pattern, I've worked pattern for the two. I've worked pattern for the two. If I want to sharpen clipper blade now, let me explain for you. Somebody asked me a question, how can you sharpen a clipper blade now? Clipper blade have been used for almost a week now. They want to sharpen it back. The surface is dull. I'll first tell you, say, when you give it to me, I will collect it and test it. The last sharpening, is it right or wrong? I'll first detect that one. When I discovered the last sharpening was right, which means the surface is flattened, only some parts are deep inside, where the upper clipper blade lay on top of the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade is down a little, so it doesn't touch proper, so you cannot cut here very well. I'm supposed to know where to start. Then I'll first clean the blade. That is why I'm telling you that you're supposed to get like 2 or 3 rags. One for oil, one for dry. I mean the rag, dirty clothes, condemned clothes, or new one, you turn it into rag. You now take your clean rag to clean the blade very well, especially the back of the upper clipper blade, the back of the bottom clipper blade. You clean it very well. That's number one. Number 2 things you have to do. After that one, you apply your masking tape at the back. Very clean masking tape with better gum. And when you are applying the masking tape, your fingers must not carry treatment, oil, kerosene, anything like that, so that the chemical must not touch the masking tape to make it effective. Your hands must be dry. So when you apply that one at the back of the upper clipper blade, you apply that one at the back of the bottom clipper blade. You now put it down. Let the inner surface face the stone. Let the back you have attached the masking tape face up, so that the oil, the kerosene will not touch the back of the blade where you place your masking tape. You follow all this process. After now, you take your rag, you clean the surface of your stone very well. After cleaning, you activate the surface of your stone. That will call activating or activation of the surface of your stone. Whatever you use, you activate it equally. The chemical you spread have to spread equally on this complete surface of the blade of the stone. So when you are sharpening for first side, you know where to follow. When you are sharpening for the second side of the clipper blade, you know where to follow on the surface of your stone. So that the first sharpening, the second sharpening, if you calculate on that, the movement will cover the whole surface of the stone, not to lose one part down, one part up. You see it? So when you sharpen for the upper clipper blade, you're supposed to know how to test whether what you are sharpening is right. That's only one blade. You check it very well, you examine it. When it's time, when that's okay, now you put it down. You now put that, the back where the same masking tape is, you let it face down. The inner surface of the clipper blade, you let it face it, so which means you have sharpened that one, finished. You now pick the bottom clipper blade. After you pick the bottom clipper blade, don't forget, you have treated the surface of your stone you use for the upper clipper blade. At the same time, you need to retreat it afresh for the processing of the bottom clipper blade too. And don't forget, when I say upper clipper blade, that is cutting blade. C-U-T-T-I-N-G, cutting blade. Then when I say bottom clipper blade, don't forget it's combing blade. C-O-M-B-I-N-G, combing blade. You see it? Or when they say top blade means upper clipper blade or cutting blade. When they say down blade, bottom clipper blade, or comping blade. All are the same. All these are the names I've given to them. You see it? Then as you sharpen for the upper clipper blade, you use the angle of 45 degree or scissors method. When you see angle of 45 degree in position of the clipper blade, those who are watching my tutorial really understand it. The same thing as scissors method. You use scissors method for the upper clipper blade. For learners, you use scissors method or angle 45 degree for sharpening of the upper clipper blade. Then after sharpening, you place it down. You now pick your bottom clipper blade. If you want to sharpen your bottom clipper blade, you calculate it at the angle of 45 degree again, which means it's going to form scissors method. With that, we have done that tutorial. That is why I say you'll be going back to be watching the previous ones. You can be able to catch up with that. And don't forget, the moment you miss my live, I'll give you 1 or 2 days to watch. The third day like this, I put it on that membership. You use money to watch it. So I used to say it. So that is why I'm saying help me share the program out so that many barber engineers can be able to get the advantage. So that is how you do for the upper clipper blade. You sharpen it correctly. That is how the same process you do for the upper clipper blade. You see, repeat the same process for the bottom clipper blade too. You sharpen that one, right? Then after the sharpening, you're supposed to know how to watch the inner surface of the first one, the inner surface of the second one. Then you now put it on top of each other. You know the way to use your ordinary hand to test whether the clipper blade is sharpened correctly or wrongly. You see, so when they have, in my own studio now, when I have somebody I'm teaching, a learner, I will teach you theoretically. If you go for examination, they say don't bring your stone, don't bring your clipper, they don't bring anything, don't bring clipper. We test you with ordinary mouth. That is theoretical. Then you have to explain yourself out. How can you sharpen starless clipper blade? You explain for them. Then how can you sharpen tapper clipper blade? You explain for them. Which one is stronger out of tapper and starless clipper blade? You say tapper clipper blade. Why is it difficult to sharp than starless? Because it is heavy, thick, with real iron. You understand? It's very, very stubborn to sharp. All these things you explain for them. Then the weight of starless is too light. It's too soft. Then easy to sharp. That is differentiation between the starless clipper blade and the tapper. So the person asking you the question, the way you answer to the question, that person will know that you know much about the sharpening. That's why people now when they sharpen clipper blade, say, explain for me the way you sharpen it. They cannot say anything. You are not a professional. They cannot say anything about that. They say, if you are just doing like this, no. You need to explain so that who has never seen the stone, who has never sharpened clipper blade before, or somebody who's seen them sharpening, you can be able to catch up with your explanation. This is what to do first, second, third. If at all you have not perfect, the way you answer the question, they will give you pass mark. This one really try. The next thing we want to employ you is to find somebody who will teach this one. Very, very easy to teach. That is why I do my own studio. So that is why I used to explain very well before we go into the studio. Not that we read the studio and just continue doing like this. No. They won't understand what they are doing. You are wasting their data. As I'm explaining this, some people will be saying wasting of time to you. Those who have the sense, who really understand the meaning of what I'm doing, they will love it. Even if I say I will not do it, they will say, no, you must have to explain before we go to the studio. They know the meaning. They know the meaning. You want to drive, you want to teach somebody how to drive. New person that have not seen the motor before, just carry the person inside the car. New motor. Okay, continue driving. You are going to enter gutter. But the moment you explain everything from A to Z, when you enter inside motor, that person should get it, so he or she is supposed to get it right. Now we'll be going to the studio to do the practical aspect of it. That one is explanatory. And when enter studio now, we do the theory, we do the practical. Explanation will still enter again. Then before we go, let me still remind you, the topic we are going to treat today, that is heel center error. Heel center error. HILL, hyphen, CENTERD, heel-centered, ERROR, heel-centered error in the surface of the stone. How does heel-center used to look like? Look at this drawing. You can see that this drawing is divided into 3. You see one line here. You see one line here. You see it. You now come to the center of it like this. This is the center. You see from here, this diagram, this stone is higher in level than this area, You can see it. The center of it is at the upper side. This side is lower, this side is lower too. Then this center again, you divide it into two, is now free to one side, the other side free to the other side. It's not flattened at the top. That is what we call east-centered error on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. So once your stone develop this kind of error, how do you manage to get it on your surface, on the surface of your stone? How do you position your thumb? How are you sharpening? How can you test whether it is heat-centered error or not? Then when you have gotten that it is heat-centered, how can you clear it out to make your stone work fine again? That is what we are going to do in the studio. Now, let me go and put it down and come and remove the camera. So I want to arrange, give me just little time, some seconds, or give me like a minute to arrange the workshop, That is why I used to beg, if you have the opportunity to watch my live, I beg you in the name of Almighty God, share this video out. Let many people enjoy the video. Please, even your fellow enemy, let him or her enjoy this video. Please, I'm begging you in the name of Almighty God, let your fellow barbers, your friends, your enemies, your townmates, your schoolmates, your classmates, your workmates, your area friend, your estate friend, your barber friend, etc., etc. So I want to flip the screen back now. You won't see my face again. You will only be seeing the workshop and my hand. So let me flip back again. Yeah, that is the workshop. We are now in the workshop. You are welcome back to my workshop. This is Master BCM TV workshop. So where we want to learn how to detect ill-centered error on the surface of the stone. How do you manage to detect it? How do you able to get it? How do you be able to know that this is ill-centered error? So I'm going to explain it for us one by one. That is why I say my own tutorial deal with practical aspect of it. Number one, my own tutorial deal with theoretical part of it. That is number two. That is why I tell you that my tutorial deal with explanatory. I will explain everything from A to Z for you, so that when you make attempt by yourself, you can be able to get it right, even better than the way I'm teaching. And that is what I'm praying for. If you can be able to get it right more than the way I'm explaining, which I thank God for that one, which means people are gaining from my tutorial. Now, let us enter the studio. You're welcome back to my channel. This is Master BCM TV. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe now. This film you are watching, look under by the right-hand side. You will see where they write SUBSURIB, subscribe. Use your finger to press. Do not tend to subscribe with notification bell. Press notification bell. Press the one at the top, so that when the new film are coming out, you can be the number one to be seeing the video, to see the live, to see the short. When people comment, you are going to be the number one to see it. Then you have gotten the full access to go back to the main channel to watch all the videos there. That is the main important. You can get full access to go there and watch different type of videos to gain. Yeah. Now, topic for today is how to detect heat-centered error on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone. Don't forget, this iron in my hand, I call it pointer. This broom in my hand, I call it pointer. All have the same name. Watch carefully. Then don't forget. If you want to watch the screen, when the image is far away from you, you put your two fingers by the center of the phone, then you draw it to the side. Can you see it now? The image is getting bigger. The problem has come. Oh, the problem has come again. The problem has come. Yeah, I've got it right again. So you put your two fingers by the center of the phone. You now draw it to the side. It will expand. You see it like this. For you to see it properly, let me leave it in this way so that I can see it clearly the way I'm trying to explain it. Now watch me carefully. Look at the surface of this stone. This is the whole surface of the stone. See how the pointer is moving. You see how the pointer is moving? This is the surface of your stone. Then look at where the diagram is, here and here. Then when you watch this diagram very well, it's like this. Let me put the two pointers here. You can see it in this way. Then you now find center for it. This is the center of the stone. So this stone is slippery to one side, like this. It's slippery to the other side, like this, in form of gable roofing. Those who know more about the drawing of building plan, they will understand what I'm saying. This is gable style. So from the center here, it's slow to the other side here. Then from the center here, it's slow to the other side. That is gable style. Gable style. You see? Now, how did you manage to get that error on the surface of your stone? That is the number one thing we are going to explain. Then, we now bring in the blade. This is the clipper blade. This is the inner surface of the clipper blade. This is the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade. How do you manage to sharpen the clipper blade? This error is not formed in a day. It cannot form under 2 weeks, 1 week. It cannot form. It will be after a month before this kind of problem can shoot out. You cannot buy stone today and form that kind of style today. No. Which means when you buy the stone new or somebody help you to sharpen the surface new, you are using it like that. After a month or two, you now detect this stone cannot sharpen clipper blade again. Let me show you the way you position your thumb to bring the error. That is number one we are going to treat. Don't forget, if you want to sharpen your clipper blade, I told you I have 3 different ways for the new viewer. Those new people joining us, I need to explain that area a little bit just to flashback. You place your blade at the angle of 45 degrees as a learner. This is angle 45 degrees. You see it in this way. This is angle 45 degrees. To sharpen your upper clipper blade, you use the angle of 45 degrees again for learners. You see, this is how you position your clipper blade on top of the stone. Now, if you want to sharpen the bottom clipper blade, now you divide the clipper blade into 2 like this. Watch carefully. Let me watch whether it's showing the camera. Yeah, it's showing properly. It's showing properly. You see it like this. Then you now still divide it into 4. See it like this. This is where you place your thumb if you want to sharpen this side. This is where you place your thumb if you want to sharpen the other side. You can see the difference now. You can see the difference. Watch carefully again. This is the number one. You divide it into 2 like this. You divide it into 4 like this. If you want to sharpen this clipper blade now, you use 2 sides to sharpen the clipper blade professionally, logically, technically, strategically, correctly. Okay. You place your thumb like this for this side. Watch carefully. Then if you are sharpening for the other side, you position your thumb in this way. You see it? To cover that portion. Now, you know the way to place your blade on the stone at the angle of 45 degrees. When I say angle of 45 degrees, I still mean scissors method. When I say scissors method, it means angle 45 degree positioning of the upper and the bottom clipper blade on the super hard manual sharpening stone. You can see it. Positioning of your clipper blade, bottom clipper blade or pumping blade at the angle of 45 degrees. Position of the upper clipper blade or cutting blade or top blade at the angle of 45 degrees. You see it? That's how to position your clipper blade. Then number 2, how are you going to position? You are putting the masking tape at the back, that's for griding, to allow your thumb to have full control over the blade, over the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade during the sharpening. so that your thumb will not be falling out. You see it? Then where to position your thumb, you have know it already. You see like this here and here. That is where to position your thumb. Then you want to sharpen the bottom clipper blade now. The way you've been sharpening the clipper blade to form this kind of error, I will now show you. But I will first show you the right position to make your movement. I will first show you the right position, R-I-G-H-T. The right position, P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N. I will first show you the right position to place your thumb and to make your movement on the stone. After I've shown you that one finished, I will now show you how you mistakenly position your thumb on this side, on the other side, to sharpen your clipper blade on the stone to form ill-centered error on the surface of your super hard manual sharpening stone. So before we go far, let's go for the right position. You see where we have divided it now? You place your thumb here for the first sharpening. You see it in this way. Correct position is to divide the stone into two. You divide the stone into two like this. You see it like this. When you are sharpening, when you divide the blade into two again, when you are sharpening the first side, you use the first side to sharpen the one side of clipper blade. When you are sharpening for the other side, you use this side to sharpen for the other side. Which means if you position your clipper blade at the angle of 45 degrees, sit like this, the pointer divided the stone surface into two equally. At the same time, when you watch carefully, it's divide the blade into two because you are now sharpening the back here, you are sharpening the front. It's divide the clipper blade again into two, which means if you want to sharpen this side now, you are going to use this half part like this. When you are sharpening the other side here, you are now using the second part here to sharpen your clipper blade. After finishing the sharpening, your sharpening cover the whole surface of the stone. No place is left untouched. You use the whole surface of the stone to sharpen. Therefore, you will be maintaining the level of the surface of your stone forever. When you sharpen that way, you maintain this level, total flatness across, the level across, you maintain it forever. So the more you are sharpening, the more it's getting flattened, the more it's giving you the effective, powerful sharpening, correct sharpening. After you sharpen finish, you test, it's going to be working like a new clipper blade or even better than the new clipper blade. You see it? Now, I've shown you the way to position your thumb. See like this, you position your thumb here, you go like this side, and maintain this left hand side. Either you want to go 50 times, 100 times, you have gone like that. Then your sharpening now cover from here to the center. It covers from the head here to the center to sharpen for the first side. Then you want to sharpen the other side now. You have sharpened this side. You want to sharpen here. You divide the stone into two again. You have using the first part to sharpen the first part of the blade. Then we now use second part to sharpen the second part of the blade. This thing is logical. Sharpening of clipper blade is logical, is technical. Sharpening of clipper blade is logical, is technical. Once you miss all this method, you lose the quality of the surface of your stone. It may be under 3 months, 2 months, you will lose it. And the moment you lose it, you will not know where the error has come from. You'll be blaming yourself, the stone is not good. The stone is good. It is you that missed the correct positioning of your top on the blade. Let us go for the second side now. Can you see now? See the way I position my blade at the angle of 45 degrees or scissors method. You see it like this. I want to sharpen here now. I will now use this portion to sharpen it because I've used the half part of it. I will now use the second half. See it in this way. I'm not going to this side. I'm not coming here. I maintain the half part of here as I maintain this half part of here without coming here. So when you are sharpening for here, using this portion, you will not come to this side. See it like this. You see the way I'm doing it? To and fro, to and fro. Maybe you want to go 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, 60 times, 100 times, as you decide to sharpen your clipper blade to and fro. You will now discover that the half part of this blade now, you divide it into half, is sharpened with half part of this stone surface. The second part you first sharpen, you discover that it was sharpened by the half part of this stone you have used on it. You see it? So that is why I'm saying it's logical. But Where the mistake used to come, I will tell you now. When you are applying the pressure on the back of the blade, you say you divide the clipper blade into 2, you divide it into 4. This is where to position your thumb. This is where to position your thumb for the other side. How do you manage to get the error? I'm coming back. How did you manage to get the error? Let me explain now. You see, when you apply your pressure here, you press down like this. If you press down, let me show you clearly. This is the half part of the blade. You position your thumb like this. You let the pressure of under here like this be at this edge. You press it down too much here. So when you press down too much, little pressure at the front here, much pressure at the back here. You now be sharpening, going. Then when you want to sharpen for the other side here, you apply too much pressure at this corner than the center of the blade here. You press it on. People will just press it like this. See the way I press it? They will mount much pressure on the front here, little pressure at the center. When they want to sharpen here, they mount too much pressure here, little at the center. Look at it in this way. They force here. They use their thumb to force here down too much. The amount of pressure applied to this side is greater than the amount of pressure applied to the center. Everything has to be equal. You stand your thumb on it. It has to be equal. When it is equal, everything will be chopping equally on the surface of the stone. The stone side will be chopping equally. And there's one thing I want you to understand is that sharpening of the clipper blade, the stone surface is chopping the inside of the blade. It's chopping it at the rate of 98% or 99%. The rate of the blade fighting back against the surface of the stone, you are using two things to rub each other. If you did not apply treatment on the surface of your stone, you will see that the way you are sharpening, the iron will be wearing, the stone side will be wearing. At the same time, the two will be wearing at the same time. This one will be removing small particles like sandy. This one will be removing small ions, which means the rate at which the stone is chopping the inner surface of the blade is 50%. The rate at which blade is chopping the surface of the stone is 50%. That is equal, 50-50. You are losing this inside, at the same time you are losing the surface of your stone if you do not apply any chemical there. But when you apply the chemical on the surface, that will call activating the surface of the stone. You apply kerosene, or you apply oil, or you mix oil and kerosene together, or you use petrol, you use on the surface of the stone. It is that activating that will make this stone very effective, powerful. It will be chopping the iron. Instead of the iron to chop it excessively, it will be chopping the iron, the inner surface of the iron excessively at the rate of 99% ratio to the ratio 1. Then the blade will now be fighting back on the surface of the super hard metal surface stone at the rate of 1%. That means it's 99% to ratio 1%. If you know how to activate the surface, anytime you want to sharpen, you apply kerosene to cover the whole surface. Anytime you want to sharpen, if you want to use oil, you apply your oil to cover the whole surface, which means the stone surface is ready to chop the inner surface of the blade excessively than the way the blade will be fighting back against the surface of the stone. That is what many people don't understand. You will think you are sharpening the blade. The blade too is sharpening the surface of the stone systematically, logically, technically. Okay. This use your thumb to rub it very well. You will discover that the stone will be chopping your finger, but this one is iron. The moment you place the iron is stronger. The stone surface is stronger. The two are stronger. So if you do not apply anything on the top, you will now be pressing, going to and fro. The more the stone is chopping the iron, the more the iron is chopping the surface of the stone. The two goes at the same time. Those are the things people don't calculate. But when you lubricate, you activate lubrication, that is L-U-B-R-A-T-I-O-N, lubricate or lubrication. When you lubricate the surface of your stone, you apply kerosene, you apply chemical, you apply oil and kerosene, you mix together, you apply on the surface to cover the whole surface. It has given the surface of your stone power. It has given this enough power, excessive power, Any iron you put on top, it will be chopping the iron excessively than the rate the surface of the blade will be chopping or returning back the sharpening into the stone. The more you sharp the blade, the little the blade self is sharpening the surface of your stone. So that is why if you are now applying too much pressure for one corner like this side will be going down. Let me touch it for you. From the center here, you apply too much pressure by the side here. This side will be coming down little by little. It will be coming down little by little now to form like something slopy like this. Your eyes will not see it, but if you use a microscope, you are going to get it right. Or when you test it, you are going to see it. Then the more the same thing you happen for over here. You apply too much pressure at the side here than the center. It will form something like slopy area. It will be going gradually. Under a month now, it will show a little. So when you now sharpen your clipper blade, you know this center is up now. The center of the stone is up. Where the side is lower, the side is lower. So when you now put your clipper blade, you sharpen, this one has come up. The level of this center has come up than the level of this side. This side and this side are the same in level. The center has come up now, sloping to this side, sloping to the other side now. So when you now put your clipper blade now, the center will first be touching the center of the stone here. The moment you move your thumb, toe, and fro, this center will be over chopping than this side, because the blade will not be touching here too much. It will be touching the center by the center of the blade. Then when you are sharpening for the other side, the blade will not be reacting, or the stone will not be reacting through this side much. It will be reacting towards the center because the center is up. You see it? So it will be chopping the center of the eye. Let me show it to you. The stone will be chopping this center of the blade. It will be chopping it excessively than the rate will be touching here or chopping here. This little area will be lower. It will be chopping excessively by the center here because this center is up. This center is up, this side is lower, this side is lower. So when you place something on top, it's going to touch here. Let's watch like this. When we put it on top like this, can you see that slopey? That is how it is exactly. Because the center is up. You cannot take your eyes to see it, but a professional person, professional engineer, when you watch carefully, you can be able to detect that, or through the testing. You see it? So that is how you position your thumb to get that kind of error. Then how can you still test? Number one, through the blade you are sharpening. When you are sharpening your clipper blade, when you discover that this side is working well, this side is working well, the center is not working, your stone has developed its center error. It will be chopping the inside excessively, leaving this side untouched, lightly here. So when you sharpen for the upper clipper blade too, it will chop the inside here. Let me drop it so you can see clearly. It will be chopping the inside here. Or excessive chopping. You see, it will be chopping here, then it will be chopping here little by little. So when you now put it on top of each other, it is this angle that will be touching each other, these two angles. The center will not touch. There will be clearance in between the upper inner surface of the clipper blade and the inner surface of the bottom clipper blade. There will be clearance there. Even when you take your eyes to look it like this very well, you are going to see the gap at the center. This side is closed, this side is closed. This side, when you test it, you cut here, this side will cut here, but the center will not cut. That is the way you can test with your clipper blade. Then if you at the same time, if you want to test with transfer, you know, I told you in the last tutorial that, the one before, the second to the last year, I told you that this is part of our instrument too. This transfer iron ruler is part of Baba's work. Baba engineer is part of our instrument. When you place it on top like this, you discover that the center is up because there will be gap. Let me show you in this way. When you place it on top like this, when you look at it, there will be gap here little, there will be gap here little. The center will attach, there will be no gap in the center, which means this center is up. Here is down, here is down. You see little gap here, you see little gap here. Then here is closed. You will not see any gap here. Those are the ways you can use to test. Yeah, I think we see it now. Then let me return this blade back, this stone back. I will now use this one to sharpen, to show you the way you position your thumb. You go to and fro to bring that kind of centered error. Let me return this one back. I'm coming, just a minute. You see, I tell you, sharpening of the clipper blade using super hard manual sharpening to deal with sense. If you can be able to know how to use super hard manual sharpening stone very well to sharpen different type of clipper blade without error, you will be using electric clipper blade machine like say you are using ordinary things to sharp very, very fast, and you won't get any error. Once you know how to use this stone very well, because this one is logical, and you use the same system you use in sharpening of this one, apply it to the electric clipper blade sharpening machine, you get it right at once. Because you know how to study the inner surface of the blade, you know how to study the inner surface of the stone. The other one is using disc, round disc, something like this one round. You see it, but it's iron. Some ones are using something of this stone type. So when you place your blade on top, you use your magnetic clipper blade holder, or you use your ordinary hand to hold the blade. When you are going, when you sharpen, you watch, you know where it's sharpening, where the stone doesn't touch. Once you know all these things through here, if you go to the machine, they can only teach you like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. You get everything right, no complaint. So that is what I'm trying to explain very well, so that when you watch my tutorial, for one tutorial, you must have to gain very well. You know what you watch, you really understand it. Let us practice it now and show you how you position your thumb on the blade for sharpening to give out that kind centered error. Don't forget, before you sharpen your clipper blade, you must apply your kerosene or oil you are using, or oil and kerosene, or machine oil. You see it, you apply it to cover the whole surface. You see the way I apply. Let me zoom out. Okay, it's still zoom out now. It's zoom out, but you cannot see the stone. That stone is down. I need to. You see it. I've forgotten that the camera is not lower to that side. I'm coming. Just give me a little time to set it up very well. So that you can be able to see it properly. Yeah, you can see it in this way. So if you want to sharpen your clipper blade now, you position the blade like this. The moment you apply too much pressure here, like this, you apply too much pressure like this, you go. Let me remove the stone. This side, you are pressing too much on this side than here, than the center. Then when you want to sharpen the other side here, you apply too much pressure here. It's forced towards this side, like this. You see, like that. Before you know, under 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that's a month, this side will go down totally. The other side will go down totally, leaving the center up. That is where the problem comes. Nothing more than that. Now, I want to show you how to sharpen clipper blade, how to position your thumb rightly, so that if you want to sharpen your clipper blade as a new viewer, I don't supposed to do that one now, but I will still repeat it for the new viewer. They can be able to gain it. New people watching the program, because my YouTube studio used to tell me that I have new people, new viewers than the existing one watching my videos. The new people that have not subscribed, I have them almost 77%. People that have not subscribed to the channel watching the video, they are about 77%. So therefore, people that subscribe to the channel watching the video, they are about 23%. You see the gap. So that is why whenever I'm doing tutorial, that is why I repeat, I flash back a little for the new ones to catch up. If to say the YouTube studio is giving me that we have the whole subscribers watching the video only, I will not be flashing back too much. You just flash back and it will continue. But new viewers are many. than the existing ones. So those who subscribe to the channel, watching and following the program, they are about 23% in the ratio to the unsubscribers watching the video. Anytime I do video, new people are watching than the old ones. They say it's 77% to 23% in the ratio. So that is why YouTube is advising me, whenever I'm doing tutorial, I need to be flashing back. I need to be flashing back well for the new viewers, new subscribers to get what I'm doing right, so that it will not be only a 16 subscribers who get me right. You see the way I want to apply the masking tape at the back? You can see it in this way. You see it. Let me remove it again. You see it like this. Then you see it like this. This is the way to apply the masking tape. Let me get it closer to the camera. You see it like this. Don't allow it to cover this mouth because of the treatment. You see it in this way. So when you want to apply for the bottom clipper blade, I'll show you now. I'll show you for the bottom clipper blade. Watch like this. You shouldn't allow it to cover the whole mouth. You leave little gap. Then you press it down firmly. You see the way I'm pressing it? You press it down. Then, before I show you, when you finish using your masking tape, you find nylon. You see the way I ramp it like this? You ramp your masking tape for the gum to last. The gum, you know it contains gums, so that the gum is very, very powerful. You won't lose that gum at a shorter period of time. You keep it. Then let me get this one closer to you. You can see the way I apply. Look at the mouth here. Look at the mouth here. You see that the masking tape doesn't cover the mouth. You can see it. You shouldn't allow your masking tape to cover the whole mouth because of the treatment. Once the treatment enter, I'm telling you sincerely, it's going to remove this masking tape. So that's the first thing you do. Then now, after applying the masking tape, don't forget you activate the surface of your stone. You see like this, you activate the surface. You use your finger to spread it so that the old chemical, the kerosene, will cover the whole surface. You see it like this. You see it like this. Then you clean your thumb or your finger. You now place your blade at the angle of 45 degrees. This angle 45 degrees. When I say angle 45 degrees, this is what it means. When I say scissors method, this is what it means. Now, you sharpen. Don't forget, you divide into 2, 4. You sharpen this side. And sharpen to cover the half part of the stone. You see like this, to cover the half part of the stone. Then when I'm immediately when you see the treatment in the back of your blade, you remove it. You see, I've removed it immediately, not to show the masking tape. Then it's getting dry. You apply little dry again. You blow it to spread over. Now you want to sharpen for the other side. You see the way I position my thumb. Then you use it to cover the second half. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be back soon. Let me rearrange it. Yeah, you see like this. That's how you make your movements. And don't forget the to and fro like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You make 10 times. You make 10 times here too. If you make 15 times here, 15 times here too. If you go to and fro 20 times here, 20 times here too. That is how you make it. Then the way you apply your pressure, the way you press it down for here, have to be the same with the other side too. You see it? And the way you cover your thumb on it for this side have to be the same with the other side. So once you calculate all these things very well, when you sharpen your clipper blade, you are going to get it right. Then secondly, you want to sharpen it for the bottom clipper blade. You make sure you apply your treatment before sharpening again. When you finish sharpening one set of clipper blades or one to and fro, then you will reapply your treatment again to sharpen the second blade again. Don't say because little oil remain, you want to use like that, you'll be spoiling the surface of your stone. It won't sharpen your clipper blade very well. You see the way I lubricate it, activate the surface, then you see the way I place my thumb, you go for one side like this. Either you count 5, you go for the other side, you count 5 too. You see, that's how you do. When you sharpen for this one, you go to and fro 20 times here, to and fro 20 times here. Then this one you go 20 times, to and fro 20 times here, to and fro 20 times here. Like this bottom clipper blade, you go like to and fro 25 times here or 30 times. 25 here, 25 times here or 30 times. So that the upper one will be 20, 20 or 15, 15 or 10, 10. When you start with 10 here, 10 here, you start with 20 here, 20 here, you test. If it does not work fine, then you return it again. You put 5 here, 5 here, you put 10 here, 10 here, you test again. When you see that it remains small to cover, you put 5, 5 here, 5, 5 here, you put 10 here, 10 here, then you now test. It will be okay. That is why I'm telling you that sharpening of the clipper blade is systematically. It's not by power, it's with sense. So, and once you know how to arrange your way, you are getting the pattern. That is what I call pattern. The way of doing things easily, professional way of doing things. The professional way of arranging your things. Once you have it, you cannot miss your road. And the moment you mistakenly miss your road, that pattern is going to draw you back again to the normal position. You maintain your sharpening again. So, but if you don't have pattern, you are just sharpening, you won't sharpen for long before you lose that standard. So I greet you for watching my program since. This is Master BCM TV once again. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you have not subscribed before, the film you are watching, look under by the right hand side. If you see where the right subscribe, you press it. It will change to subscribe with notification bell. Press that notification bell. You press the one at the top, which means you have pressed notification button. You have joined you have subscribed to the channel. So you have gotten the access to see the videos, and at the same time, you have gotten the access for the new videos to come into your channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any question for me, I'll wait like a minute or two. So put it under comments so that you can treat it together. And if you can call me, +234 816 362 0990, +234 816 plus 81 I'm sorry, +234 816 362 0990. You can call, I will answer you. Then anything you ask me to do, I will do it before we close. I don't just like to hop the camera like that. That's the way I do my own things. I will let you be aware that I want to close up. So if you have any question for me to treat, we'll treat it. If you want to call me, you want to advise me myself, I will receive the call. It is not the phone I'm using, I give you the number. I give you number for another phone so that I can pick your call. We talk together. So anything you want me to do, I will do it. If you understand the lesson, you let me know. If you have any question or you have any grudges on the topic, then you complain, then I will explain it again. You can catch up. So I'm doing this program for people to benefit, not just to watch video for watching sake. So let me wait for some time if I can see any message or any comments. Okay, there's no comments, nothing. Say bye-bye. Thank you for watching.